And in the end, it finally happened. The typical Kieler Woche weather. Often quoted, much feared, and yet somehow beloved in the sailing world. Clouds, rain, and wind over the Kiel fjord influenced the preparations in the morning, the sailing on the race courses, and the images captured by Kieler Woche TV. The starting signal was punctual, with a consistently shifting and decreasing wind of around 12 knots. Today, once again, the Open Ilka 6 class featuring one of Finland's leading lights, Olympic sailor Monika Mikkola. In race 1, Stephanie Louise Norton from Hong Kong found the best path and sailed out to the front, unchallenged from very early on the first upwind leg. Norton, who had already competed in the women's dinghy in the first part of Kieler Woche and finished 25th, completed her 9th race day in Kiel today. Mikkola, leading in the overall standings, had a stroke of tactical bad luck. She couldn't position her boat where she wanted and ended up in the middle of the pack. At the first mark, the Finnish sailor was battling for the inside position, but Mikkola's rounding manoeuvre went completely wrong, resulting in a costly penalty. Meanwhile, Norton continued her tactically astute sailing on the second upwind leg and the final downwind stretch, securing an advantage of about 100 meters over the pack, a commanding distance that she maintained until the finish line. In race 2, Norton quickly took the lead again and defended her first place position all the way to the finish. This kept alive her chances for a podium spot. Morten Ben Burkhardt from the Kieler Yacht Club, Germany's medal hopeful, also had a shot at the podium after finishing 13th in the penultimate race. In the last race, the overall leader Mikkola encountered problems from the start and was temporarily back in the 50s. Sweden's Kieler Woche took an early lead, while a close battle was underway for second and third place in the overall standings. On the final upwind leg, Zach Stieb moved into silver position, while Morten Ben Burkhardt and Stephanie Louise Norton chose the wrong side, allowing Stieb to make a comeback from behind. Kieler Woche comfortably won the final Ilka 6 race ahead of Jared Toe from Singapore and Lucas Collin from Thailand. New Zealander Stieb finished the race in 6th after his impressive comeback, securing the silver medal ahead of Veika Banuban from Thailand. Burkhardt ended up 15th overall, slipping to 5th place in the final standings. In the end, the gold medal went to Finland's Monika Mikkola with a 20-point lead.
It was, we had 3 races, obviously, with this offshore wind. It was all over the place, but somehow I managed to be consistent.
As part of the program at Kieler Woche, new boat classes were also introduced this year. And for this season, the Wingfoilers had their premiere in Kiel. And with that, the races for Kieler Woche 2024 came to an end. In summary, the organisers can boast impressive numbers: 3,500 sailors from 53 nations, around 1,400 boats across 28 classes, and around 285 starts across 7 race courses. And sailing conditions were excellent throughout the event. The sailing world now turns its attention to the Olympic competition in Marseille starting in late July and the America's Cup events in Barcelona from August through to October. Many of the sailors who participated in this year's Kieler Woche will be featuring at these major events later this summer. See you next year for another exciting Kieler Woche.